This is dedicated to my dad, the first black man that I ever loved. He wasn't the best dad growing up, and quite frankly, he made a lot of mistakes. But due to God's grace and his teachings on love and forgiveness, we're in a much better place. To my papa, the second black man that I ever loved, with him I always felt safe. He showed me true love, kindness, taught me how to fish, taught me about Dallas Cowboy football, and introduced me to Bluebell ice cream. I was the apple of his eye. We went together like peaches and cream. To my big brothers, my uncles, my cousins, my friends, I dedicate this to you. Thank you for always making me feel protected and loved. We share a bond that's true. To every black man who will ever watch this and hear this message, I dedicate this to you, dear black man. Bae, I wrote a poem for you. Come on now, don't be like that. Turn the TV down. Let me just pour into you for a minute. Thank you. It's called Dear Black Man. Dear black man, you are God-fearing, strong, kind, intelligent, humorous, wonderful, charismatic, handsome, hardworking, dependable, helpful, protective. You're my hero. Dear black man, I remember when we first met, you would tease me about the music that I listened to, but then you started to come around, and every time you would hear Anita Baker playing on the radio, you would stop what you were doing and come and dance with me slow. You would tell me, babe, you know when she says, you're my angel, she's talking about you. I love watching you play ball, or when you would run down the field and right before you scored, you hit that Deion Sanders primetime dance, and then you would look up and wink at me, sitting in the stands. I always loved going to the mall, well, before the coronavirus, and how we would coordinate or wear matching outfits, and then you would have to go acting silly and start dancing right in the middle of people, talking about, babe, look at me. I'm Hammer. I'm too legit to quit. Dear black man, you are really something else, but I love it. I remember when you first started coming over, you saw my devotional on the table, and you asked what it was. I explained to you that every morning I get up, I read my Bible, and I pray. And in the devotional is always a word and a scripture for the day. Pretty soon, you started asking me, hey, babe, what word God got for us today? I love when we would go to church together and you would squeeze my hand extra tight when the pastor prayed. Now, I can be honest. All of our days weren't good, like when you went on vacay for those few years. You had me believing that you had left the streets alone. But with my hand to the glass, you told me, Mama, please be strong. And I stayed and I prayed, and you promised me you never hurt me like that again. The only thing you flipping now is houses. You stopped being selfish and started thinking where the real wealth is. Dear black man, I love you so much. And I know you love me too. But sometimes you can be so irritating. Like you know how insecure I can be, and you always want to rub on my belly. I can hear you now. Girl, you better stop tripping. I love them stretch marks in that belly. One day you gonna be carrying my seed. You think I'm something now? I'm gonna be on you like peanut butter and jelly. Dear black man, can I say this again? You are God-fearing, strong, kind, intelligent, humorous, wonderful, charismatic, handsome, hardworking, dependable, helpful, protective. You're my hero. So you went back to school and you finished your degree. And I gotta be honest, that made me so happy. You beat the system. You didn't just become another statistic. You started to think about me and our future family. Dear black man, you are my dream come true. I can't wait to marry you and do all the things the world said we couldn't do. Dear black man, I love how you tell me to drive your car so you can detail mine. I love when you tell me to stop overthinking. Just pray about it. Things will get better in time. Look at you, black man, encouraging me. Then I'll stop and ask, like, babe, who are we? Are we Barack and Michelle? Are we Jay-Z and Beyonce? Are we Martin and Gina? You'll just say, no, babe, we just us. We have our own story to tell. And dear black man, I'll just fall in love with you all over again. Dear black man, I loved how you kissed away wounds that I didn't even know existed. I love how you greet other black men when we're out. What's up, cuz? What's up, chief? I can't call it. If I had your hands, I'd cut mine off. And then you all laugh and catch up. And I'm just standing there trying to figure out what y'all talking about. But I love it. I love our text messages and how you send me songs that remind you of me. And how we still cake on the phone. I love our car dates and how you keep my picture on the dash, letting everybody know your girl don't play that. I loved you when you had dreads, but now I get seasick looking at your waves. Dear black man, I could go on and on and on about all the things that I love about you. I remember you telling me that growing up you didn't always have a lot of people pouring into you. At times the only voice saying something encouraging to you was you. But all that's over now, because this letter and this love will last forever. So please, let me just say this one more time. Dear black man, you are God-fearing, strong, kind, intelligent, humorous, wonderful, charismatic, handsome, hardworking, dependable, helpful, protective. You're my hero. So, babe, what you think? You better feel this vibe. Where you about to go? Oh, okay. Well, just get me some chips and a Sprite. And don't stay gone long, because you told me we was going on a car date tonight. Okay, I love you too. I'm going to just finish this up. Foot. Dang it. I forgot to tell him to be safe. But he'll be fine. He's just going right up the street. Hello? Yes, this is she. Wait. What do you mean? We were just talking. He was just here. Dear black man, please don't let what they're saying be true. I rushed to the scene, but they wouldn't let me get to you. What did he do? Who did this to him? An officer stepped forward and he said, ma'am, we're gathering all the facts. Don't worry, justice will prevail. I looked that officer dead in his eyes and I told him and all his facts can go straight to hell. I'm sorry, Mama. I know you didn't raise me to talk like that, but I'm tired. I'm tired of being sick and tired. I woke up in the hospital. They said I basically just screamed and cried until I passed out. Dear black man, where are you? Is this a bad dream? No one could give me any answers. That's when someone sent me footage from the scene. Dear black man, what did you do? Why did you leave me like this? This just can't be true. So I watched the tape. Your hands were out the window. You were on your knees with your hands behind your head. You had Skittles in one hand and a tea in the other. You had a hood on your head. You were selling CDs. You were running through a neighborhood. You said, I can't breathe. Did they think you were picking up your 9mm wallet? Was he a threat to you by reaching for his fully loaded proof of insurance? How is a black man a threat when all he did was comply? Dear black man, I love you. I want you. I need you. But it seems like the world just wants you to die. I wrote you this love letter hoping that you would read it, but why don't I just tear it up? Because you'll never see it. So now, who do I write my letters to? Dear America, why do you hate black men so much? Why are they such a threat to you? I heard that the grass at the cemeteries are kept clean and green by our black tears. The streets are still stained with red blood. What is it? How is it that every black male fits the description of a suspect? Do we really live in the land of the free and the home of the brave? I don't have these real big grand dreams. I don't need a big house with a white picket fence. I just want to marry a black king and carry his black king or black queen. But if you keep killing them, my dream will never come true. I don't understand it. I don't get it. We comply. We do exactly what you tell us to do, and still we die. So, dear America, tell us, what do we need to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that every time I see a black man, I tell him that his smile can light up the darkest nights. Or I'll tell him how nice his outfit looks or how his shoes look really cool too. I'm going to tell him I like the way that he walks and I like the way that he talks, because you'll never do it. But don't worry, you don't have to. This black queen is going to make sure that every black man knows that he's a black king.